Welcome to Mustang TV.
Yes, good week, Mustangs. So glad you could join us for our newscast. Why do you have a stopwatch, Jordan?
Well, I hate to say this, but we don't have a lot of time as we have many wonderful features to share this week that we don't have a minute to waste. So,
Jordan, quit talking about the lack of time and let's get moving.
Goodness, Kimmy, you were right. According to my stopwatch, we are already 30 seconds behind schedule.
Let's get going.
Okay, well, it has been a great week with many fascinating events. First, we will take a moment and showcase Mrs. Meyer's RTI group and their puppetry.
Oh, I love puppets. They did a show. How much were the tickets? I am so disappointed I missed it.
Well, lucky for you, we were able to get a little bit of it on tape to share with you and the rest of Mustang Country.
Oh, goody. Let's take a look.
3 weeks ago, and you may remember, I should have gotten that book out. There was a story about the arts, and it showed some paper plate puppets. Do you guys remember that in the third grade reader? Remember that kind of? Okay. Well, we made those paper plate puppets, so then we decided to leave them here, and we did a reader's theater with it, and that's why we have invited you to watch our reader's theater. Our reader's theater is called Putting It Together. Members of a soccer team want to raise money to buy bleachers for their soccer field. How can they do it? Can a lesson from modern industry help them? I am the narrator, Mrs. Meyer. Mike is played by Will. Bobby is played by Corey. Linda is played by Lexi. And Dee is played by Avery. Tim is Dee's brother, and that's Raymond. And we will begin putting it together. Mike, Bobby, Linda, and Dee are walking on their way home from soccer practice.
Did you hear the bad news? The town council has to spend their extra money fixing the potholes on Main Street. Now we won't be getting those new bleachers that we need at the soccer field. That means the fans will have to bring their own chairs again this year. There must be something we can do. There must be a way that we can raise that money. If the city government can't buy the bleachers, we'll just have to do it ourselves.
Now that was a clack-sack show.
I definitely would have paid some money to attend. I think I see some future for some of those kiddos. Great job, guys.
Okay, we are doing good for time, Kimmy. Let's keep it moving.
RTI has been learning train this week at Tri-Valley Elementary School. The third grade students in Mrs. Burke's RTI class created on their own books.
Oh, that is fantastic. I can hardly wait to see what they published for us.
Let's take a look at some future authors.
All right, this is my RTI reading group, and they've been working really hard to illustrate and write their own books. They've worked hard on it for, probably a couple of weeks. And so this is the finished product that they've been working on, and then next week we're going to read to some first graders. And I'm going to let each of them introduce themselves and tell the title of their story.
Liberty Was Gone by Taylor DeYoung. My name is Caden Heron, and my book is called Ted the Sea Turtle. My name is Andy Sonnenberg, and my book is called The Talking Dog. This is Lauren Harstad's book, and her book is called The Three Princesses Adventure. My name is Drayton Sanders, and my book is called The Big Shipwreck. My name is Allison Haga. My book is called The Guy in the Black Hoodie. My name is Hadley Cheddar, and my book is called Sunny's Gone. I'm Carol Dean, and my book is The Stolen Princess. My name is Olivia Soto, and my book is called Monkey Trope. My name is Sadie Michelson, and my book is called Bunny the Wild House. Levi Michelson, and my book is called The 213 Masters. My name is Isaac McFarlane, and my book is called A Flat Tire. My name is Stuart, and my book is called In Egypt. My name is Joshua Lysa, and my book is The World Series. Owen Besmer, and my book is The Rivals.
Well, that was awesome. I think we have a few future Dr. Seuss or J.K. Rowlings coming out of the Tri-Valley third grade. I especially loved the self-designed covers.
Yes, Great job, third graders. Such talent exploding in our hallways.
Talking about talent, we have some pretty talented 5th and 6th grade band students here at Tri-Valley. It has been so much fun to see the growth in their instrumental ability over the course of the year. This past week, Mrs. Bonson and the band members put together a performance from kindergarten through 6th grade. They know how to rock a gym. It was spectacular.
Hey Jordan, time's a ticking. Let's hear the sounds of our band and check out with two 6th grade band students and their take on being a band member.
Okay, as I was saying, let's hear what musical talents filled the gym last week. See, Kimmy, plenty of time.
What are your names and what position or what instruments do you play?
I'm Bailey Beaner and I play the oboe. I'm Skylar Skolvin and I play the clarinet
How long have you two been in band?
for 2 years. 2 years.
Tell me about the growth you've seen from a 5th grader to a 6th grader as a band player.
They're learning more notes. They know how to count rhythm. They know how to count rhythm.
Yeah, and it's cool to see how, like, the first song they play, they don't know how to play it, but then towards the end of the year, they're playing just as good as the 6th graders.
What's the best part of being in band?
Hanging out with friends and learning new notes.
It's getting to show off all the songs you've learned that year at the concerts.
What have you enjoyed by being the big 6th graders in band this year?
I enjoy teaching all the 5th graders like how to put their horns together at the beginning and helping them learn new notes.
I enjoyed playing for the 5th graders to show them how to play the music. It was fun.
If you had to pick one thing that makes you a successful band member, what would it be?
Practice.
Probably. Yeah, practice.
Practice. What is one thing you would like to encourage others to do when they're thinking about being in band?
Don't give up.
To choose an instrument that they like and they want to pursue.
What is your favorite part of band this past year?
The Band Olympics.
I'm going to the symphony concert.
If you could give anybody a piece of advice on joining band, what would it be?
Choose your favorite instrument.
Have fun.
Any last words as you leave elementary band and go into junior high band?
Join band so you can fill our spots in.
And never quit band because you'll regret it. It's so much fun.
Thank you, Skylar and Bailey, for the words and wisdom.
Don't forget the inspiration in wanting to join band and do something you enjoy, learn something new, and have fun.
You know, Jordan, the more I think about it, we really have some cool kids doing some pretty amazing things at Tri-Valley. I just feel so fortunate to be a part of school that honors learning, leadership, and enjoyment of all of being a kid. We are so fortunate to have a wide variety of activities to be a part of, aren't we?
We sure are. It has been a wonderful elementary experience. Although for some of the kids at our school, the experience will continue in Knoxville, Tennessee, the last week of school.
Tennessee? Wow! Who's going all the way there? And what kind of activity takes you all the way there?
Well, this trip didn't happen by chance. These students have worked hard for the majority of the year to earn this trip.
What did they do?
They participated in DI. DI stands for Destination Imagination. They have had to go through many practices and prepare for their opportunity to compete at the local and state levels to then advance to the global level.
Awesome, Jordan. Let's find out about each of the teams attending the gold competition and what DI is all about. Looks like we have plenty of time to see what the group has to say.
I'm Haley.
I'm Mallory.
I'm Erica. I'm Blake. I'm Peyton. I'm Cody.
And I'm Andrew.
And we're the Smart Alex.
Okay, so what we did for our project this year was Project PO, which is Project Outreach. And it's basically where you find a community need and you try and help it or solve it. And so what we did is we chose the Humane Society and we donated $400 to it to buy food, and we donated items that you donated.
We, just like Peyton said, we picked Project Outreach, and we picked it because we wanted something different, because the last 4 years we did improv, so we just wanted something different this year.
With the Project Outreach thing, we chose the Humane Society and we raised over $600, and with that we bought 1,050 pounds of dog food and brought it all to the Humane Society with our supplies.
In Project Outreach, you go into this large room and you turn it into you have to make a skit over it, and then they ask you questions that you have to integrate into the skit, and then you play a movie about what you did. And then there's also 1/4 of our total score is an instant challenge that we know nothing about when we go in, and most of it is completely top secret.
We started at regionals, which was in Tri-Valley, and then if you get first or second, you go on to state, and if you get first in state, then you go to globals, and that's in Tennessee.
Depending on how big the competition was, because our competition was like 3 teams, and we won second, and we didn't make it at first, but then we found out that the team that was first place dropped out, so we get to go for them.
I'm Bailey,
And I'm Rachel,
and the other members of our team are Mary Dibidall,
Paul Mazguy,
Brianna Beener,
Mason Weeman,
and Skylar Dre.
and
We're the Revan 7.
we chose that name because there's 7 members in our group, and the Revan kind of deals with like a car, and that's what our challenge is about. So that's what our team made up.
What we did in our challenge is we had to build a minimum of 3 cars and a maximum of 10 cars. We built 10 cars, and we had to race them off, getting them from one point to another point, and that determined how many points we got for each car. And we had to make a skit which incorporated the cars racing off into it, and we did a song at the end of ours because we had to have the team choice elements, which could be your talents. So we did music, and I played my oboe.
And we had 5 teams going against us, and only the first place could go to Tennessee, and we were the first place team that got to go.
Yeah. We also did an instant challenge, which we got first place overall, so we got the full 100 points going for our overall score.
And what an instant challenge is they tell you, they tell you something you have to do, and you can make a play out of it, like make a building, or what you have to do, and you have to try to meet that goal, or try to get as good as possible.
Excellent! Good luck to both teams as they venture to Tennessee and do South Dakota and Tri-Valley proud.
Yes, good luck.
Well, Kimmy, I think that about covers the happenings of Tri-Valley from last week. Next week's newscast will be a look at the steps to success in our elementary grades.
Wonderful. I am sure there will be lots of good advice from many of our students.
Thanks for joining us today. It has been a pleasure to keeping you informed and interested in the happenings of our students.
Yes, by the look of the clock, we are ready to wrap it up for the day. Have a wonderful day.
I am Jordan.
And I am Kimmy signing off.
See you next time on Mustang News.